here we are on Whirlwind, and in the top left-hand corner, we have our blue Protoss player from the team Incredible Miracle. It is First. He's won 3 games in a row against his opponent's team here in the top right-hand corner. Their representative from Team Liquid, our red Protoss player, Hero.
So Whirlwind PvP, you know, it's a larger map. Robo-aggression can be a little bit tough, but yeah, I feel like every time I've said that, Kevin, we've had a robo-aggression game, and then it's been one of those crazy pendulum games where it's like, hey, I'm going to win. No, I'm going to win. No, force fields. Oh my God, you just won.
And we've seen some crazy PvPs lately.
We have. They've been insane.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't been watching, I mean, you missed out. Go catch the search in the VODs PvP.
And just as a reminder to everyone, of course, we have more Premier Division tomorrow. Then we have Contender Division on Thursday and Friday. Then we're actually done with programming for the year here at IPL. We'll be back on January 2nd to start back up the new year. But just so everyone knows, we're not going away forever. We just have a little bit of time off for the holidays.
Mm-hmm. Time down. Everybody gets some rest and recuperation.
Yep. Looking forward to it.
I had to try to match your level of literacy there, Kevin. Be alliterative. Ooh, that was sick.
You're happy with your word choice there. Your
well, I didn't realize they both had
they
both had LLs in them.
Yes.
Had to match your. See, literacy definitely doesn't not have 2 L's.
Yes,
though,
correct.
So.
Yes,
Kevin.
Well, we have differences.
Thoroughly, I just see like this. It's like eating a good steak. Watching you enjoy me say that, and you're like, yes, it does not have 2 L's.
We have a little bit of differences between our 2 players now. Hero decided to go for the double gas before Gateway finished up, and we'll see what he does here. Looks like he has 2 on each gas. This is the route that we usually see associated with Blink Stalker play or quick Robo play.
Yeah.
So I would expect one of those 2 possibilities. Given the way that Hero's been playing lately, probably quick Robo into expansion, although he certainly could throw us for a loop. First, on the other hand, putting up his gas after Cybernetics core is already in progress. A little bit more normal timing. Starts with 3 gas on 1, could go over to 3 on the second, and does. So even though he's slightly behind on his gas, he'll catch up here in just a second and be able to push ahead really to whatever he wants.
Dark Templar, Kevin. Dark Templar.
It's not Heart of the Swarm. They're not 150, 150 yet, unfortunately.
He's going to be opening with a Stalker, though, so whatever it's going to be, it's going to be pretty tech-centric. I would love to just see an absurdly greedy Blink Stalker build, though. The Twilight Council is definitely not outside the realm of possibility. In fact, the timings are looking pretty close to it. But I just saw a lot of gas disappear, and that's because he queued up another unit behind it. Yeah, sentry.
Yeah. All right, so we got sentries popping out, and Hero could be going for actually a 1-gate expand behind this if he wants to. And we'll see if... Okay, no, there's the quick Robo we were talking about. That's what we had predicted, given the way that Hero's been playing lately. And we anticipate that there's going to be an expansion sometime behind this. Could be a 2-gate variety, though. First, on the other hand, is going for a 1-gate expansion. No supplementary robotics facility yet. Nothing along those lines. Does have enough gas for 1, but just overproducing sentries to make sure that he is absolutely as safe as he can be.
Oh, the state to which PvP has arrived at now. Yeah. It actually makes for much more exciting games. It really does.
I think it's a fun matchup now. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Zealot's going to be able to hold the ramp here with the help of that sentry, of course. And First is not able to get in and get a scout quite yet.
And it is indeed a 2-gate Robo build for now. Hero prob... Well, that probe was sitting around... Okay, it is just going to be an expansion. This is, again, what we had thought we were going to see before, but that was an awfully sneaky probe sitting around there for a while. Ooh. And looks like this probe for First is actually going to get in and see pretty much everything. So this expansion is not going to be a secret.
And he's trying to cut through for the probe. That was a really smart maneuver. Realized, I have enough hit points here to actually take 2 more volleys from these sentries. Why take the long route? I'm going to beeline it across and see if there's a probe there, but didn't manage to get a peek at one. Now the expansion is going to go down. And it looks like First is going to get up anyways and get the scout. And he may be able to even pick off this probe. There we go. Now I'll be able to see the Nexus. Doesn't see the Nexus.
Let's see here. Maybe not... Okay, no, he got to look at it. So nice. He knows everything that's out there. Hero's starting to produce his Immortals now, and the robotics facility just finished up for First. So a little bit different way to go about things. First is has a slightly better economy at the moment. Hero has quite a bit better defense and better army overall, but that's really the only difference between these 2.
Force fields, yeah.
Nice.
So 2 force fields to capture this Stalker, definitely not a bad play. at all. He's going to capture himself a free unit here.
Yeah, totally worth it because there's no attack imminent from
Yep.
first. It would be silly to think that first would move out at this stage of the game, so the energy on the sentries is certainly going to recover.
Those were actually like really nice force fields, though.
Yeah,
that stalker
perfect.
actually like was twitching.
Yeah.
With confusion.
All right, so the expansion is now finishing up for Hero, and he is going to start this down 6 workers, and that's pretty significant. Okay, there we go. Now First is starting to produce his workers again. I like Hero just showing himself on the map. This is going to force a lot of units out of his opponent just to make sure that he needs to stay safe.
Yep.
And wait a second, Hero's not going for a robotic spade like First is. He's making a Warp Prism. We could actually see a little bit of aggression here in just a bit.
Ooh, Observer does get picked off, and Hero should turn around upon seeing those units. He does not want to run the risk of poking up that ramp, getting trapped. So he will be returning home with his, now 2 Immortals, 2 Sentries, 2 Zealots. And First is going to be able to move out a little bit. He will see the probe returning backwards, but as you said, he's got the really, really fast robotic spade down, and it looks like that Warp Prism speed is starting up.
Yeah, going with Warp Prism speed to start things off, not the Colossus, even though, Hero's been the one who actually initially made his Warp Prism. Of course, Hero and Warp Prisms kind of go together.
Yeah.
They're one and the same. Hero has some of the absolute best Warp Prism micro in the entire world. He's shown it off on this stream quite a few times. Maybe we'll get a glimpse of that here once again.
All right, guys. Warp Prism is making its way up the right-hand side right now of the natural expansion of First. We'll see if he can get some damage in.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, wow.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, that's knowing timing at its best.
All right. Well, Hero's going to have this completely shut down. You better pick these up immediately and just get out of there. And indeed he is. Warp Prism's not going to die, but that's still going to be annoying for Heroes. That's 200 minerals basically down the drain.
And we've got the Warp Prism for First heading out across the map right now with its 2 Immortals. And Hero is not going to be scouting this. This is going to slip inside his base.
Oh, yeah.
Unannounced.
And he's trying to make a Colossus right now, but he's still a long way away. And Immortals will 2-shot workers, so they're very efficient against them. And they're really nice about taking out structures, too, especially because of their bonus damage to armored.
That's an interesting place to choose to drop his Immortals, though.
Yeah.
Because they kind of were like, nothing died, really, and he just did a lot of damage to a pylon.
Well, Warp Prism speed makes a big difference, though, for First, as he's got those units moving out very, very quickly. Hero is producing Colossi, and I think, let me actually take a look at his Robotics Bay, or just any of his Colossi. I think he finished up range first. No, actually, I'm a little bit surprised about that. He's going for Warp Prism speed, because, of course, that's what Hero likes to do. But his Colossi are going to be significantly weaker than his opponents due to that 3 less range.
Yeah, going for that Warp Prism speed so late. Immortal's now going to be dropping, getting in a little bit of damage. Takes out a Stalker. That's not going to matter. Force fields is what I mean there. The Stalker, of course, a nice small victory for First. The shields went down on the Immortal, but it didn't really take any serious damage to its hull.
Yeah, Hero doesn't have a lot of anti-air here, and it's going to be difficult for him to deal with a speed Warp Prism that's continually dropping in forces. And, First is going to cycle back around again. Looks like he's out of his opponent's vision. He should be able to pick off 3 Stalkers very, very efficiently.
All right, poking forward once again. Decides to pick one up. Picks the second one up as well. Takes a little bit of damage. No, in fact, 2 hit points remaining on that Warp Prism. But here's where First, I mean, you were talking about it earlier, Kevin. He's got 2 Colossi. He's already got his pylons down. He put them down a while ago and is going to get ready to push here against Hero.
Okay, well, Hero sitting on an equal number of Zealots, equal number of Colossi, superior number of Immortals, and just down in Stalkers, really. It's the only thing separating these two.
Well, extended thermal lances is a really big factor here.
And this could be very bad for Hero. Oh, he barely gets away with the Warp Prism. Losing an Immortal there would be terrible, though. Ducks back in. I think he's just playing with my heart at the moment. Hero, get those forces out of there. You do not want that to...
Hero looks like he's in a boy band, but we actually don't like it when he acts like it.
Yes. Don't play with my heart, man. Don't play with my heart. Okay, Extended Thermal Lance is still 90 seconds away for Hero, and like we said, that is going to be a major difference. Just look at the position these Colossi can get in. They're not exposing themselves whatsoever.
All right, those Extended Thermal Lances definitely making the difference. The Zealots frying to pieces for Hero, and First is now going to start taking some damage to the Immortals from those Zealots. The Colossi now getting some splash damage in as well. Look at the supply difference between these two players already.
Yeah, you know, first even made a little mistake there because Colossi were attacking this simulator for a long time, but it didn't matter. He had so many Zealots left over that he was able to pressure the Colossi. There's GG, and First is just taken 4 games in a row for Incredible Miracle. He's 1 game away from all-killing Team Liquid.
An incredible performance out of First here. He's tearing it up right now. 4-1 is the score, folks. And it looks like, well, Liquid doesn't have a lot of options left.
No. And they're going to go to their ace. No surprise, it's going to be Liquid Tasia coming in next, their Ringer Terran player. We'll see if he can turn their fortunes around. He's certainly done it in the past for this team. Let's run to a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to be on Antigua Shipyard for what could be our last game of the night.